So why did I buy a fake Levi's jacket on purpose? Because when I saw it, how could I not? So what had happened was I was surfing on Grilled. I was in the market for a pre-washed selvage denim jacket. I didn't want anything raw because I wanted to wear it with everything, and I didn't want any of the indigo to bleed onto any of my clothes. And basically what had happened was I stumbled upon a listing for a Levi's vintage collection pre-washed denim jacket, selvage detailing and all, and immediately I knew it was fake. But once I started taking a closer look at the thing, I was like, this is fucking beautiful. So basically this jacket was gonna take a month and a half to come because it was coming from Russia. I paid only $80 for it. And honestly, I don't regret it. It's one of my favorite pieces. I mean, guys, the color of this jacket is fucking wild. You guys see that? I mean, it has such a beautiful yellow greenish cast on top of it, and in some of the more tighter woven places you have this beautiful vibrant royal blue detailing that just brightens the blue and brightens the jacket up so well. I mean, immediately I'm drawn to the collar points here where you have more of that darker royal blue, as well as the contrast coming from the yellow cast slubby denim where it's all washed down. They did a really good job with that. Another thing that caught me was the two double felled seams on the front of the jacket running down the whole front panel. The train tracking on here is insane. I mean, I have no idea how they did that, but they did a really good job. And that led me to just the marvelous detailing on the flat pockets over here by the button on the front panel. Again, you have that crazy beautiful blue complemented with that really sharp yellow cast. Beautiful. Oh yeah, and speaking of the red tab, there goes the small E, which already tells me that it's obviously not an LVC piece. Which is fine. I don't care. I don't even care if it's a real or fake Levi's piece. It's just a beautiful jacket. The fabric itself is very solid. I did have to wash it when it came in because it had this very weird sweet smell. I still kind of smell it actually, so I might have to throw it through the wash again. But looking at the fabric, just that very characteristic slight slub just gives this fabric just beautiful breadth and depth of color. So we're gonna move on to the back of the jacket, right? And again, looking at the yoke seam, the train tracking, they did such a good job with the yoke seam as well as the back felled panels. I mean, look at that. Just wearing this out just over a t-shirt, maybe over a button down, this jacket really just has a life of its own. And you know, I don't even care if it's made in China or not. Which, speaking of, you have the tag over here, right? And it's right next to the Levi Strauss & Co. Patch. I'm not sure if this is a regular Levi's collection jacket or not, but I'm almost certain that in the regular Levi's collection, they wouldn't have selvage denim pieces. But who really cares if this jacket is made in China? It's beautiful. To be honest with you, I know everybody's gonna kill me, but just because it comes from China doesn't mean that it's bad. It's all about the factory itself and the standard of quality that the facility is meant to uphold. I mean, to be honest, huge industry secret, pretty much any facility you go to, even in Italy, especially in Italy, you're gonna have Chinese workers in there. That's just how it is, you know? And they're really, really good at what they do. Simple as that. Anyways, let's move on to the important part. The selvage detailing down the front fly where the buttons are of the jacket. You have this beautiful red selvage ID just running down the whole entire front facing. And you know, it's a simple detail, but it really just looks so elegant, especially when you're wearing the jacket and you get that little pop of the selvage on the collar point. I mean, that's beautiful. And it's so simple, it's so subtle, because I know not everybody's with showing their selvage ID, blah blah blah, all this stuff. I love that shit, so I'm happy that I can. Yeah, that's pretty much the only place where they have selvage ID on this jacket. They didn't put it on the inside of the cuffs, but you know, moving on to the cuffs, they have such a beautiful chain stitching on the inside of the cuff where the sleeve and the cuff piece connect, and it's really, honestly really thick. I'm not sure if this is done on a union special, because this is probably thicker than any chain stitch that I've ever seen, but it does stretch and it does feel pretty sturdy. And another thing that I love about the jacket here with the cuff is that you have this copper chain stitching complemented with this almost tan or khaki top stitch at the edge of the cuff, just holding the piece together. And I love that subtle detail. You actually have that same color combo at the bottom hem where the waistband piece is going to meet the jacket itself. You got that chain stitch and that copper, very thick chain stitching. I mean, this thing, I gotta tell you, it's really thick, but it also has a really good amount of stretch. And you also, again, have the tan or khaki color top stitching just to hold the piece together. And while it might not be a chain stitch, I don't think you really need it for that stuff. I think it'd be kind of ridiculous, actually, because of how thick it would be. But to hold the jacket together makes perfect sense. And yeah, all in all, this thing has a pretty good amount of heft to it. I mean, it's not like an 18-ounce denim or anything like that. It's more like a 14-ounce, but that's all I was really looking for. And it's a beautiful jacket, and I couldn't ask for more. I mean, $80 for a selvage denim jacket with selvage ID running down the front facing? What more could I ask for? All in all, I'm not disappointed with this jacket at all. I'm actually happy that I found it. I didn't care that it was fake. Again, the denim itself, just looking at it with that slubby, just yellow cast texture with the royal blue just poking through. Honestly, it's probably one of my favorite jackets, I gotta be honest. Thank you guys for liking, commenting, and subscribing. It really helps out the channel a lot, and I've really loved and appreciated reading your comments and your DMs, just giving me more tips on what I should do to improve the video, or video content I should say. And I'm actively still learning how to just do all of this, but you know, I'm happy that the content that I put out so far you guys have loved, and it's just great interacting with you guys. I love replying to your comments, and I just love making these videos. Thank you guys again. Take care.